Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today I want to pour the Dirty Flower 3D Bloom. It's quite difficult to say, and I've mixed here my white. I used the pigment drops from Etter Art in white. Then I have here a mica, it's called Scent. It's a more creamy beigey color. I really love this. Then there is a peach, also mica, which I have here. And then I have two metal powders from Etter Art, gold and silver, and I mixed them together. And look what awesome color you achieve. And this I really love. So I think I will start doing my cups. So yeah, I say cups because I think when you do the coasters, it's best to do for every cup or for every coaster a separate cup. So I'm adding my white. I know it's a lot of cups you need, but with other techniques it's the same. So I hope I have enough of the white. You will see, but I'm spreading this out as good as possible. So I have still some left here. Then I thought I'd go with the lighter color first. And this is the creamy color. Wonderful mica powder. I really love this. I love those natural colors anyway. So I'm not really measuring, as you can see. I try to eyeball and fingers crossed it will work very well. And then for my next color, I use this peachy color. It has a little bit of a golden sheen to it, it seems like. So, and I love to have rather the same design of 4 coasters. That's why I'm using the same colors. I think it's always nice to have something matching. So I now pour a little bit of this metal also in here, and then I will use it for my outside like I do with many pours, because I love the outer rim in my background. So you see, it's really not much I'm using here for my metal. And I think I go with a little bit here of the peachy tone again, just a little bit. And then it's only, you know, I don't know if this will work in the way I'm doing it. And then again my creamy color, and then I can use my white. So here I'm not using as much as I did in my when I poured the micas first. So we will see if it's working. It looks very interesting when you put all the colors in there. And here is now my white again. So I hope it's really enough for all the 4, but I guess so. Yeah, it will be fine. Let me just get this all out here. Just very carefully that I reach the center and not making such a big mess. So that's that done. And now I'm going to take a little stick, which I have here, and I am just doing this. So I do this with all the 4. so you get hopefully a nice shading, a nice color blending. But I love those colors together. They look awesome. So I put these aside, and then I prepare my mold with the clear resin. But I think I don't need to show you this. I just pour my clear resin into the mold, and I hope it's rather bubble free, but yes, it is. And I don't know if I told you, this is the Oriental Coaster Mold from MoldsandShapes. I link MoldsandShapes into my description box. There's a promo code PT10. And the resin I'm using here is the Mastercast Resin, and the Mastercast Resin, as well as the pigment drops and the metal powders. They are from Etter Art, and there's also the promo code PT10. And the micas I used here, they are from ColorBerry. So my molds are not filled up. I consider doing a back layer this time, but yeah, we will wait and see. We will see how much the resin is spreading. Maybe I don't need a back layer, and then I need to just sand my coasters, but we will see. So I think it's divided quite all right. So here just a little bit. Let me just see if I did a good job. Yeah, I think it's rather equally. So I now just take care for all the air bubbles which are still trapped here. Yeah, and there's something on my dotting tool. I didn't clean my dotting tool proper. Petra. Yeah, there you always need to be careful that you are cleaning your tools good, and that you are not doing something I just did. So, and I will also pour in a normal spiral, because I think in a spiral, first, it's very good for beginners, and secondly, I get the best results by pouring the spiral. So yeah, in these little bows here, there's always resin that's been trapped, so you really need to take care of it. But yeah, sometimes you have air bubbles still at the side. You can take this away later by doming your pieces, then it's rather okay. And when you are like me now, using your torch, please be careful that you are not burning your mold or your resin. So see here still a little bit, but it's all right. So I will start pouring. Take my first cup, and look, it's looking very yummy. So I start from the center, and I'm just doing my spiral, and look at this color blending. Isn't this gorgeous? Really love this. So this is my first one. I know there will be leftover resin. I will use it, so don't worry about it. Also here, but I want to have a rather same yeah, effect of the flowers. That's why I'm not using my cup further for the next one, because I think it's best to do it this way. And here, and never rush too much, just take your time. I know the Mastercast has a working time normally of round about, let me think, 40 minutes. So you don't really need to rush too much. Look, here's the center more white. It's so funny. But yeah, I adore this. I adore those colors. Look at these. Put this away. Just giving it a torch again. And I just let my resin spread a little bit. I don't think I will add more colored resin, but I love these effects of the mica. Look at this. And let me just grab a baby wipe. And then I start drawing my petals. So what am I gonna do? Because this is a little bit too thick. Better take a thinner one and a thinner dotting tool. And what I'm doing, I will just go opposite from each other, where the little bows are, into the center, like so. We'll do the same here. And there. And because it's the mold, I think normally I love this design, but I think having this mold, it looks much better once you're pulling your flowers a little bit into this these tips of the mold. I wonder what you think, if you think the same, or if you would make your flower different, but I really love this. And then just a gentle swirl in the center, and I'm hoping that this will close up, so we will see. So this is the next one. You can really see how nicely the resin is working. I guess pouring a sort of rose with this technique would be also very beautiful. So I need to see how I can pour a rose here. I need to I need to pull this out. Like so. I'm sorry that I'm not talking so much right now, but I'm concentrating on my petals, and now my little swirl in the center. So, and now this one, it always takes a little bit time, you know, and like I said, I'm never rushing in doing my pours, because I really enjoy doing resin art. And sometimes, you know, when you see some people, they are rushing too much, and I think it's not about rushing, it's about enjoying your hobby. And yeah, I also go out here. Like so. Oh, there's a thread from the paper towel on my dotting tool. I love these colors. They're so elegant. So I cannot wait to put this metal around it. And now also here. And then I will decide later if I do a back layer, and if not, I need to trim off the edges a little bit, but this doesn't matter. So now also here, they're really looking very delicate, so fingers crossed it's gonna work, and that they are nice shadings. And like so. And I need to say, I didn't say it at the beginning of my video, but this technique is from Resin Art with Nayanika. I really need to think about it. And I think it's a beautiful technique and you get such a brilliant color shading. So now here I have this awesome metal and I'm just following the shape of the mold, and I'm hoping that the metal is really nicely floating over everything. So fingers crossed. Ui, this came out quite fast. Didn't expect this, but it doesn't matter. I always say it's all handmade, and when they are like little so-called mistakes, because I think in art there cannot be mistakes, it doesn't matter. It's handmade, it's art, it's what you are doing, and that's what I'm always thinking. And it's also always these pours very individual. You know, some people like some things, others don't, so it's all individual. So this one, last one, and then I will see what I still have left, and then I might be using it again to make another row at one or the other coaster. So also here, but look at these colors. Wow, I'm so glad I also mixed the gold and the silver together. So I also go here just one time around. I already followed the pattern, so I just go around like so. And really fingers crossed that they look as good after the resin stopped working like they are now. Sometimes when you are pouring, especially when I started my resin art, I thought, yes, I did it. And then, you know, after the resin finished working, there was hardly anything left from my flower, and there was a big blob underneath. But I guess every one of you already faced this. So now I'm just pulling these here a little bit where the petals are. And I hope that the metal will be floating over the flower so that the flower is covered. Some people, I already had this question, ask me, why do you put this around the edge and why don't you use it as a back layer later on, that you are mixing new resin once the flower is cured and then make a back layer in this one color. I think you don't have the same effect. That's why I'm doing it like this, because I love the negative space still of the clear. I think it's looking beautiful. And the metal looks sometimes really like liquid metal around it, and this is the effect I want to have. So yeah, you will see if it works this time. And you see, it takes also time to do it, but if it works, the result is well worth it. So now I've done my job, and yeah, we will just wait and see till tomorrow what the resin has been doing, what effects I can achieve, and if the flowers are wonderful or if they are ugly. So okay, with this, I love and leave you till till the resin has moved a bit, and then I take you down for a little close-up. So time for demolding, and I'm very curious how these turned out. So I have the negative space, which I love so much, and yeah, they pop out easily out of the mold, and I'm so curious how these blooms turned out. So, and now I'm very curious how these turned out. So let's have a look for the first one. And look at this. Wow, I really love them. Or I love this one. And look at the color around. It's very gorgeous. And I know it's a little bit blobby, or it looks like it's blobby, but it's because of the mica, and I think this scent tone, it's this one, this gives a more I don't know how to say this, artificial look. I really like this. So this is the first one, and now the next one. Look at this. Really love them. Really love the colors. It's so shiny, so sparkly. Really, really love this. But this one is my favorite so far from the two. And the next one. And also this one is very beautiful. Look at this. Very happy with this. And the final one. And yeah. Do you know what's funny? This is my very favorite, I guess. But do you know what I find funny? Those two are lighter than those two. So somehow with the color being layered, maybe I hold the cup a little bit different, but yeah, it's strange what different effects you get with your dirty pour. But I love them all the four. I think they are very beautiful, but these two are my favorites. So I will end up this video with the final reveal and with the end result, how you can see. Like always, I'm thinking, shall I leave the edges like they are? Shall I make a rim? I will maybe make a rim in a rose gold this time, but I will see. You will see it at the end video. Okay, take care guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.